Hi friends, Happy New Year! Welcome to Ryan's Crazy World, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a Frappuccino with clay. And this will be the first video for year 2021. So let's get started. For this you're going to need red, yellow, green, white and black balls of clay. So let's move all of them aside. Okay. Now we are going to take the red, yellow and green and roll them into snakes. So just need to keep doing that. And don't make it too thin. At least get it like somewhat this size or thickness. And now you need to do the same thing with the red and green. Looks something like this. Now you need to combine these three like this. Just press them slightly so that they just stick slightly. Don't press them too much, otherwise you're gonna blend it and it'll form another color. So, and then you just need to twist it like this. Keep twisting till you reach the end. Okay, now you see it's like this candy type of a look, doesn't it have a candy type of a look? Okay, now we have to again roll it back, get that snake type of a thin what do you call it, a snake. Now you need to do that again. So you need to get into a snake again. So you'll get some pattern or the other like that. Just need to roll it a little bit more longer like this. Now you can see I have types of patterns, and now we are going to do the swirly type of effect. Remember the video where I showed you all how to make the earth? So we are going to use that same technique and get the swirly type of effect. Now after I rolled it into a snake, I just folded it like this. Roll it once again. Then I'm going to close it. Roll it once again. This is the last time. And then I'm going to fold it. I'm going to twist it like this. Again like the candy shape. And then I'm going to roll it into a ball kind of a shape. There you see. Now, like before, we are going to cut it in the middle so that we reveal nice swirls, because good swirls are only there in the inside. So see that? Doesn't that look nice? So you see nice swirls. Now you combine them like this. Just try to connect them, and then you need to roll it into a ball. Now as you can see, after I rolled it into a ball, you can see there are nice swirls all over. Doesn't it look like that earthy kind of effect, but with yellow, red and green? Okay, now what we have to do is you're going to keep it down and roll it into the snake, but don't keep your palm right on top and do it. Just get it slightly towards the end. So as you can see, when I keep it like this, it's going to become into that long snake, but we don't want that. I'm just going to move my hand little bit towards the side, so that now you should be able to see the clay from this corner slightly. And then you need to roll only this side into a snake, but not very thin, just like slightly. So I'm gonna do that. Need to try to get it as perfect as possible. And this is gonna be a cup. I'm sure you all would have noticed that. So you're just gonna have to get it in the kind of a cup shape. Okay, so there we go. This is my shape of the cup. Now I'm just gonna keep it down so that we know that it can stand. I'm just gonna make the bottom little more flat. Okay, so there we go. The cup is ready. Now you just need to take the other side, the one that was little vast kind, and keep it down. Just do this so that the top also gets little flat, because that's how the shape of the cup is. Just gonna keep. Now you just need to keep doing this. Okay, so now as you can see, I have flattened it on top and the bottom nicely. So now you will need to keep it upside down, the vast area on your surface. And before moving on, you will need to clean your hands with a wet wipe. Otherwise the color is gonna stain our white, because red always stains every color, and I have noticed that very much. So you need to wipe your hands with wet wipes. It would be better if you don't wash it, because the color sometimes never goes off. So it would be better if you use a wet wipe. So yeah, I'm just gonna wipe my hand properly. So even after you should wipe your hand with wet wipe, because sometimes you will feel like there is no color of red in your hands, but it will actually be there when you touch white. Okay, so now moving on. I flattened both the sides. Now we take our white, move this aside, move the cup aside. Now we take our white, a small ball of white, and we need to roll it into a snake, a thin snake, very thin one. You can see I have rolled it into a snake, a long snake. So now you will need to cut out the edges, because we don't need that. I'm gonna cut it over here. Now you can see we have got a nice kind of a long snake, like this big. Now we can move this. We don't need this. We can move that aside. Now we can bring back our cup, and again keep the vast side on the ground, on your surface. And then you need to take this, the white clay, and wrap it around like this. And then you just need to lift it and try to blend it in slightly, so that it looks like it's one whole circle and not a snake. Again, I'm gonna keep it down so that we get it properly. Okay, just try to make it as perfect as possible. Gonna smooth it out. Okay, there we go. Our Frappuccino cup is ready. Now we can move that aside again. Now we need to move on to our icing, because that's what makes a Frappuccino a Frappuccino. So I'm gonna use a Play-Doh syringe that I had got in a kit with the Play-Doh. If you don't have it, it's okay, there is no problem. You can do the same technique that I used to roll out the snake, and you can just use it as your icing. But I have this, so I'm gonna use it, and this is a square tip, as you can see. Okay, so now I'll move the syringe to a side, and I'm gonna just roll this into a snake, not the thin type of a snake, just like maybe this much. Maybe I'm gonna combine this also, because we are not sure how much we will need. So again, I'm just gonna roll it into a snake, a fat snake like this much, and take my syringe. I'm gonna put it in, and if you don't have the syringe, just keep going on doing this and you will get a thin long one. Then cut out both the ends and just swirl it up. Okay, so yeah, because I have the syringe, I'm gonna do it the syringe way. So this is the fat snake. I'm gonna put it in, take the other part of the syringe, and I'm gonna press it down. Oh, what happened? I don't know. So I'm gonna see what happened. So I'll be back. Just 1 minute. So why the syringe effect didn't work, but I'm just gonna go the snake way. So again, I'm just gonna go like, oh, where are you going? Okay, so I'm just gonna roll it into a thin snake. As you can see, it's a long snake, and I'm just gonna cut it on two ends because we don't need them. I'm gonna cut it right here. Okay, we can move that aside because we won't need it. Now again, bringing back the cup. Now turn it the way a cup is supposed to be standing, and then take this piece, keep it on top of your cup, and then just make it go one round till it reaches here. Now you can see it is touched right over there. So that means you can't move more than that. Now you need to take this and make, okay, before we move, just blend this down so that it doesn't keep moving. I'm just gonna blend it like that. So there we go. Okay. Now we need to just take it above this like this, and you just need to keep going swirly up till you reach. Okay, so now I'm just gonna twist it a little bit more like this. Okay, there we go. Just 1 second. Now this looks a bit too like you have cut it, so I'm just gonna pull it so that it just looks like they have whipped it up. So make it a little bit pointed. So there we go. Our whip is also ready now on the cup. Need to press it slightly down so that it stays a little more stable. Otherwise it will fall off. So I'm just gonna press it slightly. Okay, there we go. Now that's ready. Now we need to add something on our frappuccino, otherwise it'll look a bit too simple. So before putting anything on top of the whip, I'm just gonna do the face first. So now after you put the whip, just take the front side. So the front side is this, as you can see. I'm gonna keep it down like this. And then I'm gonna take a piece of black. I'm gonna take 2 very small balls of black clay. maybe this big. So this much, as you can see, it's very, very small. And I'm gonna make another ball with the same size. Okay, so I have rolled out the two small balls of black clay. Now I'm gonna take the ball tool, the small side, not the big one, the small side. Make two very small balls. Sorry, indents on two sides. So one there, one over there. I'm gonna press it down slightly. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, it's indented down. Now we can move the dotting tool. Take the two balls of black clay and put it in that. Now as you can see, it's a perfect fit. Just press it down slightly. Don't press it fully that it gets flattened. As you can see from the top, when you see, you can see the eyes poking out. So it should have that kind of a look like that. I'm just gonna press it slightly. Okay, there we go. So there you can see we've got our kawaii eyes. Now a face is not complete with a smile, so we need to make a smile. Okay, so you need to roll this into a small, very, very, very thin snake. So I'm just gonna do that. So now after I rolled it into a snake, I rolled it into a small U shape so that it looks like a smile like that. Now I'm gonna take the Frappuccino, my finger. I'm gonna try to place it right over there. Okay. And try to position it wherever you want. Okay. This could be the hardest part, rolling the mouth, because that is not easy. So now as you can see, we've got a face and a smile. Doesn't it look cute? Okay, now moving on, the thing to do with the whip. So now we need to put on some toppings. So I'll move everything aside. And now, okay, we are going to need two small balls of red. I'm gonna roll that into a ball. One, we've got one. And I'm gonna roll another one also into a ball. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna indent it just slightly on top. You can see that. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. Indent it slightly, so you see that. Okay, and keep that down. So those are going to be our cherries. So now we need a straw. So I'm gonna make my straw with some green. I'm gonna roll it into a ball. That. I'm gonna make it into a snake. Not the perfect snake, like the thick type one, not the thin one. So you see that? It's kind of thick. Press it from both the sides like that. Okay, now we have got all our toppings ready. Now we have to put it on our Frappuccino. So, get back the Frappuccino again. Keep him standing like this. And then you can position it wherever you want. So I'm gonna take the cherries and I'm gonna position it right here. And this could be hard because they're very small and you have to be very careful because you don't want to smush everything together. So yeah, so there we go. We have got our cherries on there. Okay, there we go. We have got the cherries. Now putting in the straw. Just keep it like that. Try to push it in slightly. Maybe not there actually. Maybe right here. Yeah, that should do. I'm gonna try to keep it right there. Okay, so there we go. Our Frappuccino is all completed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Goodbye.